Hi there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 2700 of our not our Be a Better You. What's she up to now? Documenting my journey originally as I came online from the brick-and-mortar corporate world of businesses and started learning and growing and figuring different things out in the internet, online, digital world. And like so many others, I went down a lot of rabbit holes, made a lot of mistakes, but learned a lot along the way. And so I like to document my journey and share that, because if I can save one person the wasted time and energy of going down a route that isn't right for them, then I feel like it's worth the effort of sharing it. So today, in both Supersize Your Business and Be a Better You Annual Challenge, two places that I post every day, two groups I share with every single day. One is an annual challenge to do one thing every day to be a better version of ourselves. And the other is a business group, people that want to build and grow and supersize their own businesses. Because I learned a long time ago that the power of having what you do for a living, but also having your feet in both the online and offline world is incredible. It's also very helpful when the world goes crazy around you, like during the COVID pandemic, and you're not sure what to do because your business is changed overnight or shut down overnight, or you've lost it altogether and you're looking for something else to do. So today we're talking about an exercise as part of both groups called the interaction exercise. And it's the exercise where we look at each of the areas of the life framework, the 9-part life framework that I use and I share, my very professional graphics here. Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, contribution, which we're focusing on this month, communication, and confidence. And it used to be a 7-part life framework I learned from Tony Robbins and Jim Rohn way back in the day, like in the 1980s. So this is a definitely a proven strategy, a proven framework, a proven way to structure our life as well as structure our businesses that helps us to create what it is that we want in the world. Now, the interaction exercise is how to take this and make some sense out of it, because this is actually what it looks like. I had a conversation with one of my coaching clients and I drew this up as we were talking about it, and I've used it ever since because it so beautifully illustrates, even though it's not necessarily a beautiful illustration, how everything is connected and everything we do with respect to the different areas and aspects of our life, it's all connected and interwoven, just like all of we are as human beings, right? We're all one. So what you do to one, you're really doing to yourself, whether you believe it or not. Again, a universal law. I didn't make that up. So today what we did for the groups is we looked at each of the different areas, and then I discussed and asked a question for the interaction exercise. How we do the interaction exercise, and I'll show you in my journal. I just write down the area that we're working on, contribution, and then each of the 9 life framework areas. And as I go about my day, I ask myself these questions and I jot down notes. And then at the end of the day, I journal about it. So I ask myself 2 questions about each thing and then 1 specific question about each area. So for each area, I asked, how does the area support or drain my ability to contribute? Because this is all about contribution, right? For relationships or for financial, it's a slightly tweaked question, but I do this for each area. And then I ask the reverse of that. How does contribution affect this area and aspect of my life? So for physical, do I have the energy to serve well? Mental, am I mentally clear and focused on meaningful causes? Emotional, do I give from peace or pressure? Spiritual, is my contribution aligned with my deeper beliefs or not? Financial, can I give money or time comfortably, or services or skills, etc.? I ask myself that question. Relationships, but financial, it's about the money, right? Relationships, who do I uplift and who uplifts me? Communication, am I expressing my desire to serve, and then am I sharing the service that I provide in order to encourage other people to do it and set an example for other people, and to share the story of the organizations I'm aligned with? Confidence, do I believe I have value to offer? So we journal the insights. Again, journaling is just like meditation. You make it your own and you do it the way that feels right to you. Just like I teach and say about meditation. I don't meditate like hardly anybody else, I don't think. I have my own way of doing it. And that's what each and every one of us have to do with each tool that we learn about. But this interaction tool is incredibly powerful, not just for contribution, but for every area and aspect of our life, because it allows us to be more self-aware and know what works for us and what doesn't work for us. Because we want to build on our strengths and what works for us and makes us feel good, not the opposite, right? Because we want to put things that make us feel good into the world to make the world a better place. Frequently asked questions. I shared some people's stories. I only shared actually one person's story because I thought I would run over time, and then it turns out I didn't. I must be talking quickly today, or I've talked about this so many times that it's easy and fast to talk about. Devin, for example, used emotional growth to serve others authentically. Priya aligned financial stability with purposeful giving. She used to give, I'm not sure Priya's story. Priya was charitable but financially unstable. She was unstable, so she discovered by doing this exercise that she was actually giving financially beyond her means, and it was causing problems in her life. And so she reassessed her budget, she paid off debt, and she created a contribution fund that she gives from. And now she donates monthly to causes that she's passionate about, and she doesn't have to worry about it because it's not digging into whether she can pay her rent or eat this month or make her car payment. And she even launched a scholarship in her father's name using this fund strategy that she created to build a fund instead of just taking, stealing from Peter to pay Paul. Anyone ever done that? Of course we have. So that's what we're talking about today. My family is getting ready, not me, but my family is getting ready to be in a wedding. And so all of them are in it. So they're super busy, and I'm just going to be here to support and help them, my way of contributing. If I can help you in any way, just hit me up and ask today. Otherwise, have a fantastic day. We're heading into another weekend. Have an awesome weekend. But otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow. Have a great day.